So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes God of War Week, PlayStation Network update changes that change the way we possibly use the online platform, Destruction AllStars gets a big update, and PlayStation Plus games leak for July, and there are some exciting additions that I want to talk about, and adding other stories we know for PlayStation Plus in July. The July PlayStation Plus list is looking great across all tiers. First, yes or no, will you be watching the God of War Ragnarok State of Play this week if it happens or not? I know some might think that's a crazy question. Of course, we're all going to watch the State of Play if it happens, but there are people who have seen enough of Ragnarok already from the last trailer, or don't want to see anything at all and just go into the game blind because they already know it's going to be great and just want to know when pre-orders go up. For me, I'm going to tune in, of course, as you guys already know, but that's just me. What about you guys? So comment below, yes or no, if you're going to watch the God of War Ragnarok State of Play this week, if it happens or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the big changes to Destruction AllStars. So, Destruction AllStars came out in 2021 as a PlayStation Plus game. It's a Destruction car arena title where you and other players are thrown into a stadium, given cars that have all different types of weapons, and essentially go at each other trying to get the most points for damage and KOs. Of course, there are other modes, I believe, as well, from what I remember, but ultimately the game didn't really stick for a lot of people because there was a lack of content back when everybody first was introduced to the game. My personal thoughts were that this game has a very solid base when it comes to gameplay and destruction of cars. It just needed more content, and my biggest wish for it is to get a destruction derby racing mode. I think that would be amazing along with the game's destruction, great destruction tech. Fast forward to now, the game recently got a big event update with a new game mode set to come out this week on Wednesday, so I just wanted to give it some shine here. I'll check it out myself as well to see what's changed. I still hope the developers add a destruction derby mode in the future. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the PlayStation Plus leaks for July. So this was exciting news for me when it broke over the weekend. The new PlayStation Plus service has given me a lot of backlog titles to play. Multiple titles I've gotten to try, and some titles I've gotten to finish, like Foreclose, which I mentioned on Twitter not too long ago. Right now, I'm currently playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy, but Plus has allowed me to give it another chance, and now I'm 20 plus hours into the game and I'm almost near the end. It's been a great ride, and if you want to see my mini review for that, follow me on Twitter. I put that stuff over there. But getting back to the story, there are only a few leakers that I can think of right now where I can say if they say something, it's almost confirmed because they haven't gotten anything wrong as of yet. Someone like The Snitch, for example, or another example is Deal Labs. They have been leaking PlayStation Plus lineups for a while now, and I haven't seen them get one wrong yet, and they've leaked July's lineup for the Essential tier. The games possibly coming includes Crash 4, which I've been wanting to play, but it's just been kind of in the back burner, but now, of course, I have the opportunity to just download it. Man of Medan, which wasn't really my thing, but of course you guys could give it a try. And the most exciting addition on the list here for me is Arcadegeddon. This game came out in early access last year, and I paid for it back then, and I finished it back then as well, and it was a lot of fun. It's a third-person shooter where you have to save the arcade, but in order to do that, you need to get all the arcade leaders on your side, and to do that, you need to go to each of them and complete their specific missions, which is the story of the game. To complete those missions, you solo, or you and 3 other friends go through multiple biomes, which is the arcade inside of the arcade, where you kill off increasingly difficult enemies. You can get loot to get better weapons, and between checkpoints in the biomes, you have hub areas where you can buy new weapons, fill up, increase the difficulty of the game, or even go PvP. You guys were teammates just a second ago, but now you're all against each other in a matchup, and whoever wins gets the loot for that PvP matchup, and you can use that loot as you guys continue your run. The run is the key here. You get your missions and go into a run to complete the game. The run is the virtual arcade inside of the game itself. The runs are random. You don't always start in the same biome. When you die, you restart from the beginning of a new run, but the main goal here is to finish the missions you have, and everyone on your team usually has different missions because they decide to start off at different arcade leaders, which keeps the game dynamic. There are also boss battles you can choose to go against by breaking this red button inside of the game. The bosses are randomized too, and when I originally played, there were only 2, but now there's more to fight against. I've seen 2 more since I've tried the game out recently. This right here is a solid addition to the Plus service, and one I've been asking for some time now. If you follow me on Twitter, you definitely know I've been asking for it. So I'm excited to bring this so more of my friends can start to play it and see how much I enjoyed it last year. The game is live, so the developers have added a bunch of new content since the last time I played, so I'm definitely excited to dive into all of that. Moving up to the higher tiers, there's also a rumor that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart will also come to extra and premium tiers for July, which you guys already know is my game of the year for 2021 and a game I easily recommend to anyone who hasn't played it already. Add this to the confirmed launch of Stray for July as well, and it's clear that Sony is delivering great content with the new service. We still don't know what other games they're bringing for, classic titles or any other games beyond Ratchet and Clank and Stray for the extra and premium tiers, so this is definitely an exciting month ahead for PlayStation Plus. But you guys let me know if you're excited for any of the games mentioned or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the third story of the video, God of War week. So this is hopefully finally the time we get new information on God of War Ragnarok. The lead up to this week has come from 2 credible sources. Jason Schreier, who said that God of War Ragnarok should get its release date announced sometime in late June, with a release date for November this year, and he has not changed his stance on this information. Beyond him, we also have The Snitch, who's been 100% accurate with their leaks up to now, which hasn't been seen by other leakers before. The Snitch posted up a GIF last week with a binary code that translates to the number 30 in decimal. The 30th this week is a Thursday, which is when Sony usually has State of Plays. So if it's happening on Thursday, we should get an announcement for the State of Play tomorrow. The game has not gotten a new trailer since September of last year. Take that in. It's been 9 months, so I'm definitely excited to see what they show us this week, hopefully. Now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation Network update changes. So this was an interesting story. So with the new PlayStation Plus service, PlayStation Now doesn't exist anymore, so cards to subscribe to it have been essentially wiped out. I've wondered what Sony was going to do with the new service. Are they going to offer different PlayStation Plus tier cards, or just make you use your wallets and top up the funding there? And it seems to be a mix of both. Reading from Push Square, with the new PlayStation Plus service available in Europe, Sony has released some new wallet top-up denominations specifically for its revamped PlayStation Plus tiers. Major UK retailers like Shop2 and Amazon UK now allow you to purchase £84 of PlayStation Store credit, which is the cost of PlayStation Plus Extra for a year. There are also rebranded options available in the US, like the $110, which is the price of PlayStation Plus Extra along with tax. So this to me is an odd way of going about it, and the bigger thing here is, will this still allow people to get discounts from third-party sites? Some sites allowed you to get PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now at almost half the price depending on the time of the year, but will that still be the case with this credited PlayStation Plus cards situation? I'm not so sure. But you guys let me know if you like the new PlayStation Plus cards or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Make it happen, please." This is obviously in reference to the God of War Ragnarok State of Play possibly happening this week. Make it happen, Sony. And if you're excited for that, destroy the comment section with "Make it happen, please." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.